New York Jets football is dead. New York Giants football is dead. New York football in 2024 is dead. Now it's gotten to the point where us Jets and Giants fans are just sitting in front of a TV knowing that our day is about to be ruined. We're yelling at the TV. We are cussing it out. We are mad at people that we will likely never even meet face to face in our lives. And we are ruining our weekend week after week after week by watching these teams play. Now, in this video, I'm going to focus on two key parts, Aaron Rodgers and Daniel Jones. Starting off with Jones and Big Blue, who's had singing the Big Blues for quite some time now. And going back to his contract extension, I've said so many times, the worst thing that could ever happen to the Giants was Daniel Jones winning them a playoff game, because that made the Giants think that there was actually hope. And when there's very little, there's actually no hope right now for the Giants. Their season is lost. It's a dead season. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones was extended to that 4-year, $160 million contract. So you have your $160 million man who should not even be starting games at this point. But who else do you play? Drew Lock, Tommy DeVito, yes, there are upgrades. But how many more wins, though, would the Giants really have? Because Daniel Jones hasn't really been awful this season, but he's had games, though, that were very winnable games where he could not put the Giants in winnable situations, which is really the big part of frustration. And then Joe Schoen's press conference was a true flop. He did not necessarily talk his way out of the Giants' job, but he did not necessarily provide any good feedback to anyone, and saying that it didn't just rest on Daniel Jones, that's a factor I agree on. It's more than Daniel Jones this season, but undeniably, though, Daniel Jones has played a big part. I mean, he's the guy that controls the offense. He is the guy under center week in and week out, and it seems like no matter how bad he is, the entire front office and all the players are still behind him. Going on now to the New York Jets and Aaron Rodgers. Jeff Ulbrich was a brilliant defensive coordinator. You make him head coach because Robert Saleh was used as the scapegoat for what is now the New York Packers. Because Aaron Rodgers brought all of his friends over to MetLife Stadium just for them to still only have a whopping 3 wins this season. It's disgusting. It's laughable. They are 3-7. It is so miserable to look at, but Jeff Ulbrich, he went from being a brilliant defensive coordinator. Jets' defense was top 5 in the league, and now they are bottom 2 in points allowed. Sauce Gardner looks absolutely awful out there. He cannot block to save his life. He does not have an interception. It seems like he's incapable of catching an interception at this point. And the entire Jets defense is really atrocious. And you could say for both the Jets and Giants, yes, they did not have a good kicker for really the entire part of this season. But oh my gosh, that does not excuse the record that they have, because it really is atrocious. It's laughable. It's embarrassing. And that is why New York football is dead in 2024, because you have two teams that have a combined win total of not even 6 on the season.